I've come over to Quinton to meet Norman, esteemed local historian who's doing a new project about the Sports Argus. Tell us why, Norm.
Well, the Sports Argus was Birmingham's, well, the whole of the West Midlands really, premier sports newspaper on a Saturday night for over 100 years, and it was an essential Bible of sport. And because of changes to technology and the like, it closed down, and it's still fondly remembered by everybody. Well, certainly loads of people, obviously. And it's coming up to the 20th anniversary of the last edition. And you say that to people that remember it, and I can't believe it's been 20 years since it's closed. People have got such fantastic fond memories of it that we thought it was worth doing a book. So the book's going to come out end of April, beginning of May, to commemorate 20 years since the very last edition. And the last edition actually said on the front cover of it, nail biter. And it's going to be a nail biter to get this book finished in time for then as well. But the nail biter there was the cup final, which had gone into extra time.
Right.
And there's your front page from the very last edition.
It was a really beloved newspaper, wasn't it, in the area?
Yeah. Thousands of kids used to line up. That was their task for the Saturday night. They daren't go into the house if they hadn't got the Argus. So the dads used to send them down to collect them, and there'd be dozens, hundreds maybe, if it was a big match, of people queuing up outside the newsagents waiting for it to come in. And if you didn't know the scores beforehand, you could always tell whether the Albion, the Blues or the Villa had won by the size of the queue. Because if they'd won it was a big match, it was a huge queue. If all three of them had lost, it was disastrous for the Argus because nobody wanted to buy it that day. Argus was particularly good on non-league sport and amateur sport as well, and the lesser known sports such as tennis and the likes, and the non-league football scene.
So who have you been interviewing for the book?
So lots of ordinary fans, shall we call them really, or ordinary readers who've got memories of queuing up, of going to the big matches, of the specials, because the Argus did special navy blue ones when the Albion won the cup, for instance, in 1931 when they played the Blues. And there was a claret and blue edition in 1957 when Aston Villa won the cup. And lots of people have got them. But it's not just that. There's lots of specials as well. Like there's a cracking one here, like the Milk Cup semi-finals. And this was Walsall versus Liverpool, Villa versus Everton, for instance. So things like this is Mark Rees of Walsall there on the front cover of that one. And some of the non-league stuff, the Argus, we say, was particularly good at. So this is the Vars Smashers when Hell's-Owen were at Wembley back in the mid-1980s.
Well, we'll certainly come and see you again when it comes out. Thank you so much for your time, Norm.
Thank you.